President Aquino hopes the Philippine Stock Exchange Index will sustain its rise and reach the 9,000 to 10,000 levels before its term ends in 2016. In his speech after leading the bell-ringing ceremony at the PSE trading floor, the President Index, which posted its all-time high of 8,127.48 points on April 10, 2015, has more than doubled when he had his first bell-ringing ceremony in 2010. Meanwhile, the President also expressed hope that Filipino voters will elect his successor who will continue a straight platform of governance. More from Elena Luna.
For the third time, President Aquino opened the day's trading at the Philippine Stock Exchange in Makati City after breaching the 8,000 index level. President Aquino credits this new all-time high rating to the Filipino people, whom he said are the country's greatest resources.
I have been bullish on the Philippines long before we regained our prominence in the global economy, long before we achieved investment grade, and long before the all-time highs the PSE index has recorded. The source of my confidence is the Filipino people, whether here or abroad, whether populating the stock exchange, studying technical vocational training centers, or working in offices around the country. The Filipino people have always been our greatest resource.
The PSE index broke past the 8,000 level last March 30. On April 6, the index closed above the 8,000 mark for the first time. Since then, it has been extending its winning streak to finish at 8,127.8 last Friday, April 10. It is the 27th time the PSEI closed at an all-time high since the start of the year. It marks the 119th record for the Aquino administration. PSE Chair Jose Pardo says it shows the confidence in the Philippine economy under the leadership of President Aquino.
It is interesting to note that the unprecedented ascent to 8,000 comes with other remarkable market indicators. In the first quarter alone, trading activity has soared by 40% from the same period a year ago. The size of the stock market is also up by 18% to 14.98 trillion pesos from a year ago. Foreign funds continue to make their way into the market in the January to March period, tallying a net foreign buying figure of 48.87 billion pesos.
President Aquino expressed optimism the PSEI will sustain this and hit higher index levels.
Next month, you will be migrating to a new trading system, the PSE Trade XTS, which possesses an enhanced trading capacity and increased risk management parameters. For instance, I'm told the ability to recover from a system failure in the same day. I have no doubt that this system will serve you well in the future, especially since I expect to ring the bell in celebration of the index breaching the 9,000 and 10,000 levels, hopefully before I step down from office.
He reminded Filipinos to choose the country's next leader wisely.
Might I remind you today that the kind of success, the kind of governance we are experiencing can be a perpetual reality, and that our people will make that happen. I sincerely believe that next year Filipinos will choose wisely and will choose someone who will likewise tread the straight path. Like any other sector, you have a significant role to play. Celebrate this historic achievement. I invite you to join us in engaging all sectors towards continuing this momentum. Not only the momentum for our stock market, but also, and more importantly, of our entire country.
This is the third time President Aquino rung the PSE opening bell. The first time was in September 2010 when the PSEI hit the 4,000 index level. The second was in March 2012 after the index climbed the 5,000 mark. For the People's Television, Elena Luna.